And I heard something. I don't think we're down here by ourselves.
And we are live over at the Grand House in Rush City, Minnesota, this beautiful location. We are extremely, extremely excited to be here tonight. And we can't wait to share this location with you. So please join us tonight as we do a live investigation of the Grand House. Hey, everybody. My name is Greg Bakken. This is Shar. And we are tonight have a very special Living Paranormal. I'm going to be very honest up front, though. One of the things that you're going to see is that we're maxing the internet here. Okay, just being very honest. Some of the shots that we're going to show tonight aren't as pristine as we have here in the past. We ask that you be patient with us. That's the thing about these live things, is that what ends up happening is that it's live. We don't know what's going to happen, if it's going to end up being a like everything falling apart. I remember we were doing something at the Anderson House last October. We had to cancel because all the power in 3 cities went out, and that's just beyond our control. Just like tonight, we have 6 cameras set up tonight, and we are truly we're really bending the laws of the internet tonight. So some of it's going to look choppy, some of it's not, but please be patient with us. Please be forgiving of us. We are just here to bring beautiful locations to you, beautiful things that we do our investigation. We have people all around. Shar, could you explain to everybody who's going to be investigating with us tonight, please?
Yeah, so we have a really great group of people here, and these are the people that have signed up to take our Paranormal Dimensions and the Supernatural class. And so we teach this class, me and Greg do together. It's a series of 5 classes where we've taken 23 years of experience between the two of us.
Yep.
All of the things that we have learned throughout that time, the things that we learned we probably shouldn't do, the things we wish we knew, the things that we've learned to get better, kind of really bringing that all in and teaching them all of these things in great detail, showing examples, discussions, and all kinds of things. And when they're done with the class, this is what we get to go do. We've been here since last night, and we'll be here till tomorrow afternoon, like 11, 12 o'clock. So they've been here almost 48 hours, 36, 48 hours to just investigate, because we've already showed them all the equipment. We've showed them what to do. We've kind of walked them through the whole process. So this is what they get to do. So this is the fun part. Well, the class is fun.
The class is a lot of fun.
But this is the really cool fun part too. So this is a really good part. So we love this part. We get really excited when we get to this part, because then we get to see them go and do all the things that we talked about. So everybody that you're going to see tonight is somebody that has taken the class with us. Some of them, this is their 3rd time doing it. Some it's their 2nd time doing it, and sometimes it's their 1st time doing it. So every time we have the class, we re-invite every group back. And so it just kind of keeps building into this nice little group of investigators that kind of go out and do stuff. We do have a few people missing, so it's not everybody that we have taught. Not everybody could make it, which is fine. So, but we're really excited about this. A really great group of people. One of the really cool things that we do is we teach them to use their intuition.
Yeah.
And so they're really going to kind of tap into that a little bit, which is really fun and exciting too. So I'm excited. I think this is going to be a great time.
Now, starting on the 18th of July, we are doing another set of classes. We've had it where people were not in Minnesota taking the class from us. Okay, you do not have to be in Minnesota to take the class. It's an online class. The class is called Paranormal Events and Supernatural, and where you can go and sign up for the class is over at sharvinity.com. And is there an event or classes?
It says upcoming events and classes. Click on that, and then it has everything in there, and it's I don't know, like 3rd or 4th down from the list.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, honestly, I mean, yeah, we do the class. We're the ones that teach it, but everyone who has taken it has really gotten a lot out of it.
Yeah, and we've learned some stuff too, just by some
Oh
of the
gosh,
questions
yeah.
that they've asked. We're like, whoa, wait, let me think about it.
And keep in mind, folks, for those of you who are seasoned paranormal investigators, there's something we have to make sure you know. People who take this class don't like graduate with a certificate saying you're paranormal investigators. All it's doing, as Shard said, you are just getting a really good perspective on how to take care of yourself when you're in these situations, how to open up your mind a little bit more without going in depth with the more in-depth classes that you put out there, how to use some of the equipment, how do the TV shows work, you know,
Right.
all that stuff. And so like tonight, what you're going to see is, you know, just a real paranormal investigation with some very talented people who love using equipment, but also love using their intuition. And, you know, actually that's going to work pretty well because some of these shots are a little sketchy tonight. So you may not see a lot of the equipment going off. Maybe you will. Some are better than others, but you're going to see people using their mediumship. Once again, folks, there's something else that you need to understand too. For those of you who have been watching us for a while, like you might have saw, like Christy and I do the McIntyre Villa back in May. We try to do one of these once a month. Please know that this is a highly interactive investigation. So if you see something, let us know. If you think that we should go to a separate room, as you can see, we have all the rooms up here. We have everything. This is where we're going to be spending the night. We're going to be on for about 2 hours, and we have a lot of ground to cover. Like I said, the thing is that we also have like might have some communication problems between the rooms and stuff. We might be talking to them and they might not be hearing us. So just be patient with us. There's a lot that we're going to cover here. I think they're investigating as they speak. The goal for us is that we kind of peek into the rooms while they're investigating. We really want them just to enjoy the investigation, hear what they have to say. We might have to yell at them to be louder because you know, it's hard to know they don't know what what we're hearing and stuff. So that's all stuff that is really important. Jeremy is saying, looks like the cafe is getting results in the dowsing rods. Absolutely. We are staying overnight. We're going to be here till tomorrow. We're not live, but we're going to be here till about 11 Central Time. And thank you, Rosie, very much for that. I really do appreciate that. This is our first night. We are on a lot of different. We're on a lot of different. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to move some things around. You know how it goes doing these live things and trying to get it all figured out and stuff. And I'm just trying to pull something up here real fast. If you'd bear with me, because this is our first night on Temple of Phoenix Rising Entertainment Network, and I'm very blessed to be on there. And so we're going to be doing a lot of our other programming like Ghostbox Live, experimental sessions, Ghostbox Radio, Paranormal Reveal. All these programs are going to be on there. And this is our first night officially being on the network. So thank you, Rosie. Thank you for everyone on the network for welcoming us and being so kind with us. So I really do appreciate it quite a bit. Before we get to the investigation, and this is going to show how just flying by the seat of pants we are tonight a little bit, we're going to be talking a little bit about the background of the Grand House. And with that, we have the manager of the Grand House. We have Becky Shaw here. And you may remember her name, as I've said many a times, talking about the, and there I'm out. And that's okay. People see enough of me anyway. We talk about her like with Northern Shadows Paranormal Research, and also we've brought her on before. We've been here about 4 times, I think, doing lives and stuff. So could you tell us a little bit about the background of this place, please?
Just a quick synopsis here is that Russell H. Grant built the original Grant House in 1880. There was a fire in 1895 and it burnt completely to the ground. He decided to rebuild. He had it rebuilt in 1896. The original foundation is still underneath the building. It's the basement. You can actually see the burnt wood down in the basement where they built up. and is now a brick building instead of being stick built. And he sold it shortly after that. The Grand House is an iconic place here in Rush City. You know, people keep coming up to me and asking, you know, when's the restaurant going to open? It's coming. Stay tuned for an opening date. We're hoping by the end of this month. But so many people in this community have so many stories about past owners, the histories here, people that have stayed here, and things like that. You know, just it's such a wonderful place.
I remember the first live we did here once the new ownership took over. That first night, we had a lot of people coming up to the place, messaging you, everything else like, hey, how can we come in and be part of the investigation? We had thousands of people watch that live.
Yeah.
That was just really cool. Of all the people that were watching that night, any spirit interaction stick out to you about this place?
From that night or any time?
No, just any time. we were all pretty ramped up that night. You had the mayor here, and we
had the mayor and his wife here and their family. They were absolutely adorable. And in fact, Deb used to work here, so I think that ramped up the energy even more. With the people that we had here, everybody was so excited to be here. Amping up that energy really brings those spirits forward. They're just very playful. They're fun. The thing that really stood out that particular night is we actually had a flashlight sitting on a coffee table we had in the lounge area, and it rolled completely on its own and fell off the table. That was pretty wild. So they were just really interactive with us.
Yeah, that's really cool. And a number of people are saying hi to us tonight, and just want to say hi to Shannon, Tony, John, Dee, a number of people, Rosie, Shell, Don. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Brad Webb. First of all, Brad, as we always want to make sure that people know, we've used a lot of his wonderful equipment during these paranormal investigations. He's been kind enough to send stuff our way. And please go like Cracked Skull Paranormal. That's his page. Please go and support him. We support each other. We're very happy about that. I know that there's a lot of places I always ask you all to like and support, but honestly, that's what this community is about, right? And Brad, everything might have showed up. Unfortunately, I've been here, so I totally missed. I totally missed. I am here. I'm a ghost. So if you want to stay at the Grand House, first of all, we're going to have the information on the bottom here, the entire run. Please support the Grand House. But if you're coming here wanting to do any sort of paranormal, that's not just a given, right?
Right.
How does that work?
Right. You know, if you're interested in doing the paranormal, please contact me directly with the phone number that's going across the screen, or you can email us at info@thegrandhousehotel.com. And I can tell you a little bit more about how we would handle that going forward. If you just want to come and spend the night, one night, you're more than welcome to. You can, again, find us at thegrandhousehotel.com. It'll take you right to Airbnb, or you can call us directly and make a reservation.
Yeah. So I think that's super important to know, that you don't just show up here and you start doing stuff. I mean, and really that's just how investigations should work anyway. Permission always and whatnot. So, And
just that we have other guests here that may or may not believe in it or want to be somehow a part of it or see it happening. So we're respectful of everybody. And so in order to do an investigation here, we like to take the right steps so that everybody has a good time, whether it's somebody who's just staying as a guest or if it's somebody who's paranormal investigating, where we can get you around in a few more places in the hotel.
Yep.
And we're really grateful that you allowed us
very
to
much
come in
so.
here.
Thank you.
And we really appreciate it. And it's such a great place to bring these students. That they really get this intimate beautiful location to kind of explore and really get to know.
And once again, folks, just because we really believe in this course, for those of you who are watching, and I know a number of you have reached out to both Shar and I in the past and talk about it, you've never pulled the trigger, do so. I don't think you're going to be disappointed. Paranormal Events and Supernatural is the name of the course. You can go over to sharvinity.com and you can get there and sign up for the course. You can sign up for as many as you as many as you want, but we recommend all 5 because that allows you to be able to come to the investigation. Right. Obviously, if you're not in Minnesota, then you have to. If you can still come to the investigation, you just have to find your own way here. That's all. So that's about it. Let's take a look at the rooms that we're going to be in tonight, okay? And once again, like I said, it's a little choppy, the internet, but it shouldn't ruin the fun for everything. And Jeremy, who runs things, he's like, I'd like to get the Grant House into the Paranormal Giving Tree next year, so we can definitely get you in touch with Jeremy. Charles, nice to see you. Thank you very much for joining. Let's see here. We're going to go through the rooms tonight, what we have, okay? We have the cafe. This is the cafe right now, and they are summoning Satan. No, I'm just kidding. But
that is not in the class.
No, that's the extra that you pay. So we have people in the and we'll explain why these places are of interest to everybody. We also have room number 1 going on right now. There's a lot going on in there. These are picked by those who took the class, who they wanted, where they wanted to set up the cameras. It wasn't Shar or myself saying, oh, we got to be in these places. This is from everybody else. And then room 7, yeah, not everything's night vision. And then we're up in room 10. We are also in room 3. And the reason why we're in these rooms, we have people who are feeling like that there is a reason for us to be in there. And we're going to get some paranormal investigation happening. Where should we start?
That's a good question. Should we see what they're doing in the cafe since people were noticing things happening in there?
Let's do that. Let's see if they can hear us. My dear friends in the cafe, can you hear us?
Yes, we can.
And you guys sound great. You look great. Just make sure you're speaking a little bit louder, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. So first of all, we're just going to explain why we have things set up the way they are. Then we're going to talk with you all for a little bit and see what you're doing, okay?
All right.
There are 3 doorways that are on the screen right now. It's right to the very right. That's leading into the kitchen. Then there is one in between the post and the wall. You can't see it as well. But then there's one to the far left that you see the stairwell. All those locations, we had seen shadow figures last night in shadow. So we wanted to set it up there. Now, we're just going to kind of lean in and see what's going on. First of all, Kim or Lisa or Andrea, can any of you tell us what you're doing and what you're going to do, and we could just sit and watch for a little bit if you're okay with that.
What we're doing is we're doing some intuitive work. We're picking up on some spirits that we're feeling, and we're using the dowsing rods to confirm what messages we're receiving from the spirits. So far, we have picked up on Walter, who is the one who said Kim's name last night, and he was her sweetie in another lifetime.
Okay. There's one thing we wanted to talk about. Brad had put on, he's seeing the lights in the other room and he's seeing them flicker. And yes, they do flicker because they're the type of lights that like imitate fire, like they're like a torch. And that's why they're flickering constantly. And it's for aesthetics and they're really cool. But yeah, I can see why they throw you off a little bit. So what do you all want to do while we just sit and watch you for a bit?
Well, we're just basically welcoming any spirits that would like to communicate with us intuitively or to use any of the devices that we have on the table. We have a couple of flashlights. We have K2 meter, cat ball, and we have our recording device going in case they want to speak to it through that. And as you can see, dowsing rods are saying yes. And we've picked up on quite a few that we've been chatting with that have lived here. Henry, who Kim encountered in the bar area, who is on the rods right now. This is Henry. Henry, say hello. He picked up that he was in a hunting accident and was disfigured and walked with a limp. And the reason why Kim was picking up the smell of whiskey in the bar area is because he would what's the word I'm trying to mask the pain with alcohol. But he's very adamant that he was not a drunk. And so he wants to get that out there that yeah, see, he's not a drunk. That people considered him the town drunk. That's what I'm picking up right now, is that people considered him the town drunk. Andre picked up that he worked in the bank. And as I'm seeing that the rods are giving us the yes signal. We also have encountered Margaret, who also worked here and knew of him. And Andrea picked up that Henry had heard her. But we're just going to try and find out how or why that had happened. But they weren't sweeties, so it wasn't like a romantic hurt. So.
Okay, so we want you to go that direction a little bit more because it sounds like you are very much on the right path. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You wanna
Yeah, go with it for a minute.
just go with it and see what
Kim's
happens.
asking if you were siblings with Margaret. Yes. I'm picking up that you did a lot of teasing
And I'm sorry, can you speak up a little bit more, please? I know you're all doing the best you can.
Sure. Henry, I'm picking up that you guys tease one another quite a bit. Yes. And you were brother and sister. Yes. And can you share with one of us how you hurt Margaret? Can you tell us? Yeah, he doesn't want to talk about it. That's a sore subject that we're getting, and the rods are kind of going wonky. Okay, that's perfectly fine, Henry. We're not going to issue. You don't want to talk about it. That's fine. I'm picking up that he was the image that I'm seeing of him is an older man with some gray hair. Yes. Distinguished looking, but not one of the more well-to-do men. Yes. I'm feeling as though that he grew up in Rush City, and he stayed here quite a bit at the house because his sister Margaret worked here. Do you have anything that has to Yes. Okay. We're not gonna issue. Okay, is there roses? I'm picking up roses. You smelled it and can pick up a strong rose smell in the bark earlier, so yes. And Andrea, one of the words that she picked up on, she wrote down is roses, she said. There's some roses, okay. Henry, did you bring flower roses to Margaret to kind of mend the fences? Yes. Did she accept them and forgive you? No. I'm sorry, Henry. I'm so sorry. Was Margaret older than you? I think you know that she was older than you. Yes. He said she was a little bossy. Yeah, he says that she liked to boss him around. Yeah. Yes. So she may not have forgiven you, but she still cared for you. Yes. And we know that you're sorry for causing Margaret harm. I can feel the remorse. That he feels really bad. I'm sure you're free of your pain. And are you with Margaret now? Henry, can you use the rods to point where in the room you are? He's over by the fireplace area in the corner there. Are you going to walk that last night on this weather? Yes. So he's over there. He's watching, intently listening, hoping, his biggest thing was, I'm not the town drunk. I truly appreciate you sharing this with us, Walter. Henry. I'm so see, I get Walter. Walter is Kinsley. Henry. Are you still with us? Yes.
Hey, Lisa,
Yeah.
can you recap for us the names that you picked up again during this session?
Oh, sure. Walter was the first one that came through. And then we had Margaret and her brother Henry. And Walter, he was a traveling salesman. Walter's coming back into the picture. Walter likes to talk, and he is. Walter, can you show everybody where you're sitting? He's sitting right next to Kim. He's sitting next to his seat. He's so enamored with. He is. I can feel it. He's just like, oh, she's my girl. She's my girl. Yes.
Lisa,
Yes.
can you do a favor for us? Can you ask if anyone who you're talking about, if there's a picture of them in the cafe, and if they could point to where their picture is on the wall?
Okay, Walter, is there a picture of you in the cafe? No.
Don't use names, please.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nope, that's on me.
All right, is there anybody who's in the room that has a picture on the wall in the cafe. Yes. Can you use the rods to tell us where in the cafe the room? I know where it's going with this.
Where's it pointing to? Kim, can you show us where it's pointing to?
It's pointing over my shoulder towards the organ, is where it was pointing. Or do you mean the picture above the organ or piano over there? Yes. That's President Grant, that's above there.
Okay,
Yes, Roz just said yes.
go for it.
So you
That's
picked
so freaking cool.
okay, so you picked up on a couple though, a man and a woman?
The brother and sister.
Are you sure they're brother and sister?
That's what he said. Yeah, he wants to say yes. He keeps saying yes.
Are there other pictures in the hotel of him somewhere? For them?
Of who?
Of the one that responded to Ulysses' picture.
I'm having a hard time hearing you.
The one, so can you say it again? Just
Yeah.
now we can,
Are there other pictures of who you're talking to in the hotel besides in the cafe?
Okay. Any of the other spirits that we've talked to, are there any pictures of you inside the hotel anywhere? No.
okay.
President Grant, are you here? Yes. That was pretty quick. Hello, Mr. President.
What, I'm sorry, what was the question again?
I asked because the rods pointed over to President Grant's picture. I had asked if President Grant was here, and as you can see, the rods crossed to indicate yes.
Okay.
So, and I just got a complete chill down my back. Hello, Mr. President. Yes. We are honored by your presence. I'm talking to the president and I don't even know what to say. I'm like kind of fangirling here. It's rumored that you were cousins with Russell Grant. Is he your cousin? Yes. Can you use the rods to point where you are in the room? It's almost like he's yeah, he's sitting across from us. And I can feel the energy in front of you right now. Yes. Yes, it's a very powerful masculine energy in here right now with President Grant. And I feel like he has the attention of the world. Yes. Yes, you do, sir. Are you wearing your uniform? Your military uniform? Yes. We know that you have traveled to Minnesota. I don't know if you've ever stayed here. It's indicating yes that he has. Now, just to be clear, we're talking to the president.
We're going to go to a different room, let them do their thing for a little bit. I think we're going to go to 10 and see what's going on. That's on the 3rd floor. There are 3 floors. There's also a basement. We're not in the basement this time around.
Yeah.
We decided we're just trying different things. Because we've been here a few times. We don't want to just do the same thing over and over and over again. So let's go over to room 10 and see if any of them. Can you all hear me up in room 10?
Yes. We can. Hi.
Hi there. So tell us what's going on up in 10.
When we first came up here and set up, I started the obelisk up, and we got a name that Callie was very familiar with.
Yeah. Peter came through.
Peter came through.
Wow.
So first of all, let me back up real fast. First of all, this is Heather and Kelly. Kelly is invisible, but but that's okay. I mean, there we are. And now, Kelly, can you remind us about Peter, please?
Yeah, Peter is a little boy at the Grant house. He's been here for a while, and yeah, he's been interacting with us quite a bit since we've been up here.
So what are you all up to, and what can we watch you do?
So as of right now, we've been asking Peter questions and just kind of getting responses not only intuitively, but also we have a flashlight set up on a table kind of in the back, and he's been turning that on and off. Heather, I'm not sure, did you bump the marbles at all by chance?
It's possible when I walk by them, I'm not going to say that I did.
Okay. We have a couple different things set up here.
We have some balls and marbles for him to try and manipulate if he wants to let us know he's here. We've been asking him a lot of questions. Hopefully we'll get something on the recorder too.
Mm-hmm. I want to quick check our flashlight. It was really dim.
So is that a Boo Bear?
Yep.
Yes, we do have a Boo Bear in here.
Now, do one of you sleep with that at night, or just use it for paranormal investigation?
No, I can't say I sleep with him, but he's pretty cool. Like to use him on a lot of investigations. If there's little kids around, sometimes he helps us interact, feel a little bit more comfortable.
Are you going to ask Peter to see if he would get some reaction from the Boo Bear or something?
We asked him about the Boo Bear, what he thought of it. He kind of just seemed like, it's just kind of here.
How did you come to that conclusion?
I asked, because Boo Bear just kind of seems to ask questions every so often. So I told Peter if he wants us to turn it off to let us know. And I kind of felt the response of, it's not bothering anything. And he could tune it out. So we're just leaving it be for now.
Now, I saw something fly between you two. And there was something in room 1 as well. I'm just going to, you guys are still on audio, but we're going to go over to room 1 and just see real fast. So we're over at room 1 with, we're with Liz, with Tree.
There's a flashlight being up here. We'll set up this. Your favorite thing to
Is the flashlight going off over there in 10?
Oh, we're setting up the new one.
Putting up
Okay,
a different one.
we'll come back to you in a second, okay? So then over in room 1, did you guys see anything just a couple minutes ago fly by? I think they're still muted. It was making noise or something. Can you guys?
In the cafe. It must be because it's the bigger open space. Did you like when people would gather around?
Yeah. That's what I was feeling.
We'll just sit and watch, guys.
I also like gatherings. Do you like gatherings, Liz?
I do.
Fun to be with our friends and our family.
Be able to talk and eat cookies and
laugh.
Yes, laugh.
I hate cookies. Yes. Yes to cookies all day. Did you bake? Or like to make meals?
We're sending we're sending Becky up to one to unmute their computer so they can hear us. We'll watch them get scared when Becky comes in.
Did you enjoy having others cook for you?
It's Becky.
Yeah.
You need to unmute your computer.
Hold on, friends.
Your computer's on mute. We can't hear you. Or you can't hear us.
I know, because we couldn't talk to our friends in here. You guys wouldn't stop talking.
Oh, okay. We were trying to talk to you, Sam.
Oh, sorry. That's okay.
All right. So as we get that figured out, that's one of the things about it is like we do everyone hears everyone else, and that's just unfortunate, a little side effect here. But that's why we asked our dear friend Tree to have the phone nearby so we could text her.
My phone is on. I can hear you now, friends.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it.
Thank you. We've been having a very good time in here. We've been laughing and having great conversations with our friends.
Yeah.
So tell us what's going on. This is Liz and Tree. We went over to your room because we had seen something fly in room 10, which could have been a bug, but then we also saw something on the camera fly through on room 1. And we're just wondering if anything came through on your end that anything that sounds familiar with that.
Yes. We've had some touching on our Liz had some touching on her arm. I've had some touching on my back. I've seen a few things moving between us, and above me in the bed there was something a lot brighter, almost like something wider that flew across above. I guess is the best way to describe that. Is that what you guys are seeing?
Any of you wearing jewelry by chance? Like anything reflective?
I am. Oh, yes.
Who the spirit is, apparently.
Yes.
Mom is wearing jewelry.
Why don't we just sit and watch you all just talk to spirit then? How about that? We'll leave you alone for a second and just let you all kind of do your thing, okay? We'll be watching you though, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for acknowledging our friends that were talking with us. Did you want to tell us more about the gatherings you liked?
Did you get to have get-togethers or parties with friends in the cafe downstairs?
Was it a space that the children got to run and play in?
I feel like you like to watch people enjoy their social time in the cafe. Did you like to watch people? Are you nervous because we were talking to other people through the computer? I feel anxiety.
I feel like you don't want to talk about that anymore. Should we ask about something else? Okay, thank you. I feel like that this child energy we're feeling is kind of ducked down, like hiding.
Yeah, that unfamiliar,
Mm-hmm.
unfamiliar voice came through. Who was that?
Oh, I have a lot of chills right now.
Yeah.
None of you have to worry about any of the talking that was coming through. Remember, we talked about we don't worry about the cameras, right? Yeah, it's just us in here having a good time, right?
And we'll protect you. We won't let anything happen.
Did you feel that?
Mm-hmm.
Like right here. Thank you.
Yes. Yes. Thank you for trusting us.
Are you starting to come out? I feel like I'm feeling more comfort over here. It felt like there was all of a sudden a crowd right back
But
here.
you're hiding behind you.
Yes, are you hiding? You can come back out.
You can poke Tree on her back again. You can play with her.
You could go touch Liz's arm again. My hands feel like they're like almost clenched. Like, no. Are you feeling nervous? Is that what I'm feeling? Thank you.
Are you holding Tree's hands?
It's okay. We're here for you. If you need another hug, we're both here. Liz enjoyed your hug last time.
I did. I could use another hug if you need one.
Do you all hear a noise in your room?
Yes.
Is that the computer?
Yeah, it's the computer.
Oh, wow.
It's gonna take off.
It sounds like it's a rocket ship.
It does.
Please enjoy.
Enjoy the flight.
Activities really taking off.
Rosie on the chat, she's like, is there an engine? Yeah, we saw
Yes,
that.
it sounds like that, doesn't it?
Dawn had said that she thought she saw the curtains move. Tree, did you notice that? Or Liz, did you see anything by chance? I don't know how dark it is in there.
I didn't, but Tree said she felt like they were hiding over there.
That's right.
So I wouldn't be surprised if they were moving past it. If you want to make it move again, that's fine. It's very light. We enjoy seeing you move things. Lets us know that you're with us.
We might have lost you two up there. Can you hear us in room 1? Looks like it's frozen. All right. Wow. That's
the computer finally took off.
Yeah, looks like it's gone. Let's go back to room 10 and see what's going on there. Now, room 10, can you? Did they mute room 10? Did they mute the computer?
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Oh, we're starting to lose rooms.
Oh,
we lost all the rooms.
We just lost everything.
We lost every room. Every single room has left us. It looks like that the internet went down because I am on the yeah, right. I'm using my phone for a hotspot. So the internet looks like it just went down completely. That's how it feels, at least. So yeah, that's incredible, actually, that everything went down. We just saw everything go down. So, and that's never happened before at all. So I'm not sure if we try to shut this down, and I could see if I could reboot everything, because I don't think you just want to be staring at people talking to them while I'm going around the place trying to figure out.
I can answer questions if anybody has questions or whatever.
Why don't we try that? Why don't we try that? Why don't we put Shar on the spot and see? And you should be okay. Room 10 just came back.
Okay.
So, all right. This is weird. I don't know how they got back. Did you guys do something on your computer over there?
Oh, I noticed it went off, so I hit retry.
It worked. It like all of the rooms went down. Shar and you can talk about what you want to do. I'm going to go reset the other computers.
Okay.
Pretty crazy.
I would say we have a new flashlight set up that's been going off.
Okay, great.
We also noticed in the time that my flashlight was down, Heather went and checked the Ovilus, and we got a few more responses.
What'd you get? What did you get on the Ovilus?
So we got Creek, and we determined that was, I'd asked what Peter likes to do, and there must be a nearby creek that he enjoyed being at. Yeah. And
I think he's validating that right now with the flashlight.
Yeah. And then we got chest. So he has a special chest with some of the special items. And then creature. So we determined that he must want to do creature.
That's awesome. Okay.
And he validated that with his flashlight too. So
yeah,
it's been pretty cool. It's a lot of interaction with Peter.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay. The computer's totally doing the screens on its own. I'm just no hands. I don't know what it's doing. No hands, Mom. So hi, Stephen from Florida. How are you? So definitely great. Keep going with that. How's the blue bear going? Is it interacting or doing anything?
He did at one point say, "Ooh, that tickles." So we were wondering if maybe Peter had went up and touched it.
Awesome. Very cool. All right, so I'm going to put the spotlight on you guys for a little bit. So kind of go with it. Remember, use your feelings. Kind of really feel out the energy too. Okay.
Yeah, got it.
For sure.
All right.
So Peter, would you like to try playing with the ball again? No, I'm sorry, I didn't interrupt you. Let's get it a little bit closer to Callie and I, and we'll see if you can.
You can roll it a little closer.
Roll it for us, and then we'll roll it right back to you.
Peter, could you try turning the light up all the way? Do you prefer that it's on? Well, seems like you do.
It does, I think so, yeah.
Kind of get the feeling too that he seems to like it better.
Mm-hmm. Peter, if it's okay with you, I'd like to take some pictures in here. And if you'd like to appear in those pictures, that's great. If you don't want to, you don't have to.
Peter, while she's doing that, I'm going to ask some more questions. That's okay? What was your favorite thing to do at the creek? Did you go fishing? Did you have a fishing pole too?
What kind of fish were in the creek?
Did you go alone? Okay. So, kind of get the feeling I would go fishing by himself, it seems like. Is that kind of your alone time? Yeah. Kind of your time to just kind of be with yourself.
I like that time too. It's always good to have some quiet time with yourself.
What a great place for it too.
Mm-hmm. Are you trying to talk to Boo Bear, Peter?
Do you ever bring any friends to the creek?
So guys, is that the Boo Bear making noises?
There was a car driving by with music.
Oh, no, I thought I heard like a little voice. Is that the Boo Bear going off?
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
every once in a while he'll go off and kind of ask a random question.
Yeah. Okay, I just wanted to verify that that was the Boo Bear and we weren't hearing like disembodied voices.
No, I'm pretty sure it was him.
All right, perfect. Keep going.
Thank you.
Peter, is the flashlight stuck? It's been on for a little while. Do you have friends at the Grand Hotel?
Boo Bear just asked if he had more friends that we could play with.
Are you older than most of the kids here?
I wonder if we should do it.
Peter, we'll keep asking questions, but I'm going to just do a quick reset of the flashlight just to make sure. I'm going to come over, okay?
Is there anything you want us to know, Peter?
Yeah, hopefully I didn't turn that too far. Oh, no, perfect. I'll face it towards me again and see. Oh, that's okay.
Is it okay if I move that a little bit so it doesn't shine in Callie's face? Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. Did it get stuck? Yeah, it must have. Although we're still getting some responses from you, I could kind of tell your answers, so. Yeah.
Going more intuitively.
Yeah. Peter, it feels like you spend a lot of your time kind of by yourself.
I was thinking the same thing.
Do you like your alone time? Yeah, alone time is good.
Were you an only child, Peter, or did you have siblings? You could either tell us through the obelisk that we have going or on the recorder.
Did you have siblings? That way you're flashing the light too. Kind of indicate it in my language too.
Yeah.
I got both. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Were they kind of get the feeling that they were younger? Younger siblings? Maybe a few older. Not all younger. Did you play with your younger siblings?
The Pooh Bear was just singing for those listening.
Did you like your alone time because you always had to be with your younger siblings? You have to watch them a lot. And you like to just get away. That's okay.
That job does often fall on the oldest child.
Mm-hmm. Must have been a lot of work. Kind of like as an older sibling, not always. You're kind of a thankless job, and yeah, I like the blinking.
Muted. There we go. So, all right. So we're going to do a little switch up here. We're going to kind of switch everybody around. In the meantime, we have a treat for you. Greg is going to do a spirit box up in room 3. So it looks like he's almost ready. He is ready to go. So I'm going to turn it over to Greg. He's going to do a spirits box session. We're going to rearrange everybody, mix it up a little bit, and we'll see how it goes. So hang on just a second as I pull him up here.
Now, can you see me all right?
I can see you and hear you. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you just fine. I'm wondering, though, you might have to tell me if I need to move closer to the screen. I can't see any of you. So, and I know that you may not hear the spirit box. So if I need to move it closer, I can certainly do that.
Okay, well, right now it looks like somebody put you at the little kids table.
It is, because I don't really know where else to be without being too far away. You know what I mean?
Yep, nope, it's all good. It's all good.
And, maybe someday I can graduate to the adult table.
Every family has a kids table.
Right.
You do. Oh, my goodness. So,
where they put the naughty adults.
Now, there's some people who really, that part of our group who really wanted to be in this room, which we'll make sure they get in here. I don't know much about what's happening in this room, okay? But I remember a little bit from when we were here in March, what had happened. So we can try some spirit box, see what happens, see what's going on. Hopefully I can hear you, Shar. I was going to say you should text me, but the phone is down in your room where you are right now, keeping the internet connection going for my computer. So, whatever, it's all good. I might move a little bit closer to the screen because I want you all to hear anything that comes through. But we'll start here.
We'll see how it goes. If not, one of us will run up to talk to you. And Jill made a good point. She said the table is inviting, that maybe more people will come sit around the table with you.
Well, let's start with that. I invite any spirit that's in not only just in the Grand House, but all around Rush City to come talk to me, come sit around the table with me, sit in the chairs, sit on the bed. I am doing an open invitation for anybody who wants to come talk with me. I have a device that use me as a conduit and come through and talk to us through this. We're not here to exploit you. We are only here to have solid communication and that you are not forgotten. So let's turn this on and see if we get anything. If you all hear anything, let me know. If possible, it might be a little bit harder because we're not doing it. I can't see you all. I might move closer and then look behind to see the screen at some point, but let's do this and let's have some fun. I'd like to invite anybody around here to come talk to me, please. My name is Greg. Is there anybody here who wants to come through? I'm in room 3. Is this room meant for anyone?
Hey, Greg, you might have to move a little closer. Can you hear me?
You hear that? I do. A female. I'm going to maybe move closer. I don't want you all to miss this. Let's see how this works. So who is sitting on this chair next to me? Can I have your name, please?
Greg, can you hear me?
What's that?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Somebody said they thought they saw someone sitting on the sofa chair at the end of the bed. So if you can ask if there's somebody over there.
Yeah. So I've asked who's on the sofa chair, and we got some kind of response, but it wasn't very clear. Can you say your name again for us, please? Do I have anybody that stayed at the Grant House that wants to talk to me? I love it here. Okay, thank you. Did you stay in this room? Now, I thought I heard a spirit say, help us out. Did the quilt move up, or is it that the camera is going in and out of focus because of me? All right, thanks, Jill. We did that. We've been getting male responses and female responses coming through here. I'm trying to figure out what that was said. Any of you pick that up? What about people who work here, who work at the Grant House back in the day? Can you come by and say hello to me, please? Jill, sound like a question. What was the question then? You hear that? I don't know. That's what I heard. Is this place a lot different than when you were last here? Are the room layouts different than what they used to be? You know what that sounded like, which I wouldn't be surprised. It sounded like someone just called me an idiot. Did anyone else pick up on that? Anyone else hear that? Do you get exasperated with all the questions that we've been asking all weekend? We really are fascinated by you, and we really care about you. I hope you know that. Okay. I mean, you can try. Thank you. So Becky gave me some pictures that has some names on them that people scratch their names into some brick way back in the day. Let's see if anybody here. There's somebody here who at one point, let's call Susie. Susie, are you here by chance? Hey, Char, can you put up Amber's comment for me, please? It's easier for me to read. It's up. Did you hear that? As soon as it went up, the spirit said it's up. Thank you. I appreciate it. This is really interactive. Even the spirits are watching us. And the front porch light on and off last Saturday when we were doing Sadie's pictures, it was more than just the usual flicker. Do you remember, spirits? Do you remember this young lady that got her pictures taken? The light seemed to have been flickering. Who was it that was flickering the light for Sadie's picture? Her name was Sadie. Do you remember that? Okay. Let me ask her. Oh, okay. So no one played that light then. Is that what you're? Are there? I'm looking at a picture of a bunch of names sketched into some brick. Are any of you who sketched your name into this brick? Are you here? One is Metallica. I don't think we have to worry about that one. Some of these are pretty recent, actually. 94, 97, I thought. I keep seeing like, oh, that's 45. No, it's 95. So I have the manager. I have the manager with us, Becky. Anyone here? Anyone here have anything to say to Becky? I do. Sounds like I do. Female. What is it? What is it that you would like to say to Becky? Murder. This is your chance. Do you want changes made? She's open to suggestions. Do you watch her work? Do you watch her work around here? Work her butt off to kind of keep things moving? Do you watch that? What do you think of the garden? Do you like the garden? All the work they put into it? Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Like, do you like all the work that's been going on in, like the renovations and stuff that's been happening here? Do you like it? Are you hungry? I'm hungry. I had a quesadilla chihuahua. That was pretty crazy. Now, I myself did not hear a child's voice. I don't know, Shar, if you did.
I think actually it's Becky talking to you. It's her
voice. I just feel like trying to ask for a child is not quite the way to go. Yeah, Shar.
I think it's actually Becky's voice in the background of the spirit box. It's her voice coming through is what I'm hearing.
Oh, I suppose. Is everyone else in place now?
They are. So we have a team in room 7, which we haven't gone to yet. So maybe we can go over there.
Let's do that.
Okay. Thanks, Greg.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to head over to room 7, which we haven't had anybody in yet. So I'm excited to see if anything is happening over there. All right, so room 7, can you guys hear us?
Yeah. We can. We have been communicating with a husband and wife in here. We haven't gotten their names yet. Yeah, we have a cat ball on the little mini fridge that keeps going off every, to confirm what we're saying, and we've got the flashlights. A very well-to-do couple, childless. The woman was quite a few years younger than the husband. He was in the railroad. He was connected to the railroad. Yeah. There's the rods going, yes. He had the cat ball. Due to the age difference and how much older he was, they could not have children, so he spent his time just spoiling her with lavish gifts. And so that's where we are with this right now.
Okay, perfect. All right. Oh, there goes the flashlight. Perfect. All right, go ahead, guys. We're going to focus on you guys for a little bit, all right?
Okay.
Oh, and we did smell the pipe.
Oh, yeah, the pipe's been really strong since we've got in here. It hasn't stopped. We can smell a pipe smell. He's smoking the pipe as we're talking to him.
All right, great. Keep going, guys. And you guys do you have a pipe in that room as well?
Yes, we do. It's on the couch right here next to the K2 meter.
Can you bring it up to the camera and show everybody a little bit?
Yeah. Do you want to bring it a little closer and show everybody the actual pipe that you guys? It's a trigger object that nobody's been smoking a pipe.
No, this is Andrea found these at an antique store, and it's pipe tobacco and a pipe.
Very cool.
That she brought.
Awesome. All right, keep going, guys. Good job.
Okay. Let's see if we can try and get some names here. Okay. Are you willing to tell us your name? You could tell it to Andrea, myself, or Kim. We did pick up on a last name of Johnson. Yes. The name Edward came to me. Is that your name? Is your name Edward? Yes. Okay. Nice to meet you, Edward, or Mr. Johnson. Yeah, he prefers to be called Mr. Johnson. Let's see. Mrs. Johnson, could you please share with us your name? Now, Andy had said she had, it was a P name, and I heard Penelope.
Penelope, kind of what I was thinking too.
Penelope. Okay, so we have Penelope and Edward Johnson in the room with us. And yes, thank you very much. And you loved to travel all around the state, correct? Yes. All right. We picked up on they enjoyed going to the theater in the cities. Yes.
And earlier, Penelope showed us her beautiful hat.
Yes. She a lavish hat with big white feather. I see a white feather. Yes.
Yeah, her hat's black.
Yeah, the black, a wide brimmed hat with the big feather. I mean, she's showing us and saying, look at how beautiful this is. Let's see. Mrs. Johnson, are you sad that you weren't, or did you really want to have children? She's kind of saying, no, I liked the gifts more. That ball.
Did it just go?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the ball flashed. Yeah, she's saying she enjoyed the gifts more because she got all of her husband's attention, and she liked that attention.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
And he did spoil her.
Yeah,
Yes.
extremely spoiled. They're showing me their fancy carriage. Yeah, black, just really ornate.
Mhm.
Yes. Are you picking up on anything else, Andrea?
Right before you said carriage, that's what I was.
You
I was seeing it.
You were seeing the carriage
Yeah.
too? Yes. And I see like it's, did your carriage have, yeah, the cat ball went off with the carriage. I'm seeing 4 horses for some reason. Yes.
I can see it like coming up to the front.
Right, just coming right
and
up
they're
front.
coming
and
up the stairs.
Yep, making a grand entrance.
Yeah.
Yes. What did you enjoy about the Grant House? Can you share that with us? Well, she especially loved what I'm picking up, dressing up for dinner. Yes. Getting ready, dressed to the nines.
For some reason, I can see her walking down the street with like
A parasol?
Yes.
Yes, I picked up on that earlier. I saw her parasol.
And people just like stopping and looking at them. They know who they are.
Right.
Yeah.
You were both very well known in Rush City. Yes. Very prominent. It's just very proud. Almost regal.
Yeah.
Like, the modern day celebrity. Yes. Oh, that pipe smell just got really strong. Holy cow.
What's strong? What came through that's strong?
The pipe. The pipe smell is really strong in here. I mean, all 3 of us are smelling the pipe. He's really enjoying the pipe.
Do you remember last night? We smelled pipe. We
Yeah.
smelled, but we were down. We were down in the main floor outside the cafe where you go back to the bathroom. So that other door. When you all went to bed, we were smelling tobacco on a pipe last night or this morning.
Yeah, and the rods are indicating yes.
Maybe he went down for a drink and
Yeah.
to smoke his pipe
Smoke his
before
pipe.
bed.
Yep, he's saying yes. He went down there to smoke his pipe. Yeah. Gosh, I had something. Oh, she loved roses. She especially loved the roses here.
I've been seeing roses all day. Like,
And Andrea says that she's
Around-
been seeing roses all day, and it was one of the words that she wrote down earlier.
So Andrea, what are you writing down right now on your paper? What kind of notes are you taking? Or what are you doing, if I may ask?
so I'm writing down basically anything that comes to my head. Just single words, sentences, names. It's
I guess maybe a form of automatic writing in a way. It's kind of like instead of the machine telling the words out loud, it's them telling my head. I write it down, and then we see what we can, if anything resonates.
Yeah.
Because Jill in the chat is saying that she was just wondering if you're interacting with spirit, but she also said have her write it down. That spirit is comfortable with her. Do you feel that? Do you feel that there is a connection between what you're writing down and like a common ground between the messages you're getting from who you're getting it from?
Yeah.
Oh, they're spot on. What she writes down, it's just spot on. And if she writes it down, and either Kim or myself, we will end up saying the word, and she will tell us that that's one of the words that she's written down. So I mean, we're getting it from all sides. That we're all picking up the same thing.
Cool. Now, are you still smelling the tobacco?
Yes.
Is it in the same amount, like the same strength that it was?
I think it's dissipated a little bit.
A little bit. It comes. It gets really strong, as though when he puffs. That's when we pick up the really strong pipe smell, and then it'll dissipate until he puffs again, or whatever you do with the pipe.
Sure. Do you feel any correlation between the smell, like the strength of the smell, and what you're asking?
It gets a little stronger when we talk to him.
Yeah, when we ask him questions,
he puffed.
He
puffed.
Yeah, the scent just got stronger every time we mention his name or talk to him. We get that huge whiff.
And we did smell the pipe.
Oops.
Completely different.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, they're a very lovely couple. I mean, they're very, very lovely. And how else would you describe them? There's a genuine love there, even though there's such the age difference. I mean, one would think that, I mean, in modern times, that she would be the trophy wife, but he genuinely loves her and is very proud that she is his wife, and she loves him just as much equally. At least that's what I'm picking up.
I am too.
Yeah, we're all picking up that there's a genuine love, and they have a love of the theater, the finer things in life, and being that what we picked up on with his working with the railroad, that has afforded them this type of lifestyle to where he can spoil her.
Yeah, I feel like he was an owner of a railroad somewhere. Like, I don't know how the owners work, but I feel like that's how he was like an owner of some sort.
An owner?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, the cat ball just went off to confirm that an owner of some type of a railroad. I mean, I'm not feeling like a railroad magnate.
No.
Yeah, but he had a stake in the railroad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dowsing rods are confirming that. I get the sense that they thoroughly enjoyed coming here. They liked the quiet up here. Yeah, the rods are saying yes. But yet they still liked going down to the city. Kind of I get the feeling to kind of just show off that to the city folk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did you get that big whiff. Yeah, we got another huge whiff of pipe.
All right, we're gonna bounce off of them for a second. We're gonna go to the cafe here in a second, but first off, Jill had asked the question. First of all, I thought you said you're going to bed. Secondly, and then secondly, Jill said, I think it was a home before business. Feels like a home with a couple and man smoking pipe. Becky, what do you? That's a bug, folks. Becky, what are you picking up, or not picking up, but what do you know from the? Everyone just picks stuff up now. I don't even know if we use facts anymore.
I can tell you that this has always been a hotel from day one that it was built. However, a couple of the owners may have lived here at one time. But it's always been a hotel.
It was built for that purpose.
It was built for that purpose. Russell Grant knew that the railroad was going to be a big deal going from Minneapolis to Duluth, and so that's why he built it right here next to the railroad.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and it's true too. If you think about hotels back in the late 1800s, early 1900s, they were more of like boarding houses sometimes too. So even though it's a hotel, it's not how we view hotels nowadays.
Yeah,
People lived long term in these places.
Yeah.
So it was a home to lots of people.
And I mean, the railroad tracks are just right out the door here.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, yes, absolutely, yes. Yep. So, so I mean, yes and no, right? I mean,
right, absolutely.
So that it's interesting. I mean, we have a lot. I mean, I know it's not only a Minnesota thing, but I mean, I can think of a couple places that, you know, that was always building up those hotels near the railroads, building up so that there is just a place to stay, and it might be extended business or whatever else, but then people might travel through, right? And just decide to spend like a month or two.
Traveling salesman would get here. Again, that was part of Russell Grant's deal. He knew that the traveling salesman would be getting off the train. That the tobogganing teams would ride the train, jump off here in Rush City. You know, so it was a big deal.
Yeah.
Now, surprisingly, it's not winter here at the moment. I know it's June, but that's still a surprise for us that there isn't snow on the ground, because Becky would have got on the toboggan, and as a trigger object. Yeah, right. That's right. I don't even know my own. That's going to put a bunch of different things together to kind of create words. So that, I mean, that was a thing. I mean, there was a lot of really interesting things that they did here that history's kind of forgotten a little bit, that without doing a lot of research, not just like a known thing. So
there's more history to this place than the few stories that are out there about certain owners or the big deal about maybe the fire and stuff like that. There are other stories out there that we would like to bring forward.
What happened in the cafe? Did you see that?
I did. What was that?
So it looks like we might have lost them. Nope. So let's go there real fast to the cafe. Did something happen over there? Like all the lights went out or something over there?
Yeah, so we have a flashlight going right now, and whoever is the flashlight really likes that it's on. And every time I turn it off, I take a step away and it comes back on like instantly.
Now you have a flashlight on the table that you're at, but it's the flashlight behind, right, on the other table. And now folks also note that where that lamp is at the back wall, that is a K2 that's there as well, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Now, before we have you two do something, I just want to point out once again Christine's comment. This is addicting, and this is what I like to see, because this is fun for us too, to be able to bring these locations, and hopefully you all are enjoying what we're trying to do here. Now, I'd like we talked about you all doing a and Jill, enough with the tea already. I've seen all your comments.
Jill will come for tea.
Why don't we do this? I mean, if Heather and Callie want to talk about tea and the questions, they're going to do a flashlight session right now. All I ask is that because you're a little echoey, if you could speak as loud as you can, that'd be great. I know it's not really, it's hard. I get it, but thank you. And if you want to do a session, we'll just kind of sit in and watch for a couple minutes if you two would like to. Go ahead.
And I just want to point out too, everybody that's watching everybody that's participating, this is brand new to them. They are not seasoned investigators. So they're learning and through this process. So your comments and things are also helping us help them. And it's kind of really, you're helping the whole investigation basically, because this is like a whole team interactive thing. So thank you for all the comments.
Absolutely. And this is the point of it. We all do this together. So why don't we let you two get on with it? How does that sound?
Sounds good. Thank you.
So right now, so we have a flashlight going, and we were having a lot of really good yes/no responses. So we asked that they turn the flashlight on for yes and off for no. We were speaking with someone from the kitchen for a little bit. What we got from him is that he's been here for about 8 or 9 years. Originally we thought 7, but then he said no. So 8 or 9 years.
Make sure he corrected us.
Yes, he did correct us. He enjoys working here because he gets to meet a lot of the new people, a lot of guests. He's making biscuits right now. And he has family that lives in town. Now I'm kind of getting the feeling that he might have found out working on his biscuits would be my guess. Be away for so long. And they'll get someone maybe a little more mischievous who kind of just keeping the flashlight on.
Every time Callie's touched it to try and calibrate it, she takes one step away and it just flashes right back on. So someone's playing, we think.
They like the light on is what I'm getting. I guess we can try to figure out and see.
Could you please turn the flashlight off?
I'd like to communicate with you, and it'd be a lot easier to do so if the flashlight would turn off and on.
And see, we got a little bit of activity on the K2 meter back there too. Actually, both of them are flashing green.
And the occasional yellow.
Occasional, yep.
We'll kind of read off of those as well, kind of see what we get. Are you a child here? One of the children at the Grant House?
I get a feeling like something to do with music. What if they had the meters here?
Do you think the light is on for this spotlight? Are you trying to spotlight? Or do you spotlight yourself or someone else? Would it be all right if I go and try to calibrate the flashlight again so that way the people watching can kind of see what we're talking about? I'm gonna try, okay? I'm gonna come over. I'm gonna turn the flashlight off and then I'm gonna step away. Okay, I am stepping away. I walk back over to my seat and I come back on.
It's done that for the last 3 or 4 times, so that she's trying to calibrate it. So I think something's definitely coming, yeah.
Are you playing music right now?
Okay.
That's the first question that it's responded in that way to.
Mm-hmm.
So no music right now. Is someone else playing music? Are they playing an instrument?
I'm getting a whole lot of responses. A2's running up a little bit though. Got some yellows on there.
So no, you're not playing music, but it seems like someone else is playing some sort of instrument. Are you watching them? Is it a performance or a practice? If it's a practice, can you please turn the flashlight off? Must be very important to have the light on still. Are they playing back behind you, kind of, where the flashlight is facing? Or maybe in the corner? Are they playing over by the kitchen?
Hey, Callie and Heather.
Yeah.
We are going. Jill in the comments had talked about tea. She was bringing up tea quite a bit. Now Becky's coming in with an old tea service, and she's going to set it up because Jill was right on the money with all of the tea stuff. So, Becky, can you explain what's going on here?
One more time.
Nope. All right. So what we ended up hearing from Becky is that where they are right now in the cafe was actually like the gentleman's club, and then on the other side, the current lobby now that it is was the tea room for the women. So there was an actual room for tea. So tea was a really big thing here, and it was called the Rose Room.
Yes.
So so that was really cool. So Jill, thank you. You really got that. We really didn't have that information or know that until Becky kind of said, "Oh yeah." We're like, "Oh, cool."
So we're gonna stay on you both for a couple more minutes. Can you change the trajectory of the questioning towards the tea room, or even see if there's men in there that with the tea set up, if that's something they're not happy about, or whatever you feel is appropriate?
Sure.
And also speak up, please.
Oh, I was explaining. It's kind of hard to hear you sometimes.
I can't hear you very good, so she's explaining what's going on to me.
So we are going to have tea. If you would like to come and join us, you most certainly can. How do you feel about that?
Please feel free to join us. Would you like me to pour?
Hey, did one of you whisper?
No.
I heard a voice, like a whisper. Anyone out there hear that at all?
Would you like cream or sugar in your tea?
I'm going to add cream to mine, so if you would like cream in mine, please let me know.
I'll take a little bit of sugar.
I will say I feel as though we're kind of being watched in a way.
I agree.
I don't know if that's a good watching or like a kind of watching.
It feels a little bit more sarcastic to me.
I'm gonna go ahead and drink my tea.
Very good. How is yours tasting?
Tastes wonderful. Kind of feels there's maybe scatterings of kind of going off with what Heather said about the sarcasm and kind of like now that we took it to the step of, oh, hey, we're going to drink the tea or we're going to talk about the tea, kind of like, oh, they're actually going through with it kind of feeling.
Yeah, kind of a real snooty, who do you guys think you are? Trying to fool. It almost feels like.
Is there anyone who's joined us at the table and would like to drink their tea as well? Kind of get like a slight feeling almost like over here with this teacup, which is also kind of interesting. This side has a chair, and this side doesn't, but I feel like if someone were here or were going to be here, they would be on this side. So I don't know if that means they're standing, or you have your own chair. Or you're telling us off for doing this.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to room 10. When we go to room 10, what we're also going to do is we're going to switch places. At least Shar and I are going to go into the cafe, and we're going to also see if we can get any reaction because of the tea room and being that the gentleman's club, and see if there's anything there. But first, let's go to 10 and see if they're there, if they can hear us. Hello, room 10. Can you hear us?
Hi.
Hi. So what are you doing right now?
We're playing.
We are playing with, we think, a little boy who's having a lot of fun playing with these divination rods that Tree is holding. He's just making them swing back and forth.
We were asking questions and weren't really getting much, and Liz said, should we play? And we got response, there we go. So instead of questions, we're playing.
Now, Tree and Liz, just to verify, this is your guys' first time here, correct?
Correct.
And you have not heard stories in that room of what other people have experienced, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Okay, awesome.
Look at these rocks. He's having so much fun.
Can you guys see those?
Can you see
Yes,
the rods
we can.
moving?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's having a lot of fun.
We were asking questions, and then when we stopped, they just kind of started swaying, and so we told him he could just move them around, and so he's just been playing. So that's fine.
So what kind of answers have you gotten from him? Like, does he said like what he likes to do or anything?
No, it's been hard to really connect until we started to play with these.
Okay.
We did ask if he liked to play, and we got the yes. And then these rods are so funny. We asked if he liked questions, and it was just like a response of no. So we decided instead of sitting here and asking a million questions, we would just enjoy our time with them and play.
I love it.
We also we have a ball we were playing with, and every time we would start playing with the ball, the light would go on, and we brought the motion sensor in here. I'm going to put the rods down now. Thank you. And we brought this box in here. I'll touch it, and we both touched it so it lights up to show what it does. And at one point, it felt like everything kind of went off, like, this is fun.
Now, when you touched it, it didn't go off, or we didn't see it go off. Did it go off on your end? Are you alive? Oh, look, it looks like.
Is it in the screen?
No, we don't.
I wonder if it doesn't show
there it
up
is, a
on the
little
night
bit.
vision.
Very little, yeah. I think you need to move it actually closer to like where you are, like your legs and stuff, Tree.
Okay. Oh, okay. We're gonna move it. All right. Is that better?
Possibly. Yeah.
Oh. Is it better without the flashlight?
I kind of see
You
it, but you
all
can
your
tell.
toys around here.
It's just so much. It's like a little toy box in there of stuff.
Yep. We're having fun.
Good, as you should.
Yeah, it was a little tricky to connect at first.
Mm-hmm. He seemed timid. Took a little while to get this cross. Yeah.
And it does feel like there's the energy of two up here, not one. It's okay. You can still play it.
Do you get a name at all?
Liz's name were kind of nice at all. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like this, yeah, there it goes. Before I even said it, I was like, Elmer. And she goes, I think I've heard them talk about that name. And I said, well, I have too, but I haven't thought about that name at all. And then that was kind of the point when it felt lighter in here and we started playing and we just decided questions weren't the route.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Oh, I know when the name popped up because Liz was talking about hugs because we were doing hugs down in one. And because the energy felt a little standoffish, Liz was offering hugs. And then that's when the name popped in and that's when everything kind of changed. Yeah.
Very cool.
We lost one camera. One. Here's one.
That's what they were talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Interesting. What's interesting, you guys, is just as you were talking about room 1, we lost the camera in room 1.
Really?
They don't
Yeah.
like the electronics.
No, they don't like the computer in there.
Maybe if it didn't sound like it was taking off, maybe it would have been.
Airplane mode was interesting, yeah.
Yeah, literal airplane mode. Down to the sound effects.
Right.
Are you hiding because we're not giving you any attention right now? It's okay, we're still here for you. We can affirm that.
So Tree and Liz, you looked. I was on mute and I said, and you looked. Did you hear me when it was muted? We're gonna let you play. So if you want to mute the computer again and go back to enjoying the thing, we're gonna do something else. Okay? How's that sound?
Sounds great.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you so very much.
Good job, guys.
Thank you.
So what we're going to do, Shar and I are going to walk over to the cafe, which is right over here. We're going to see if we can be part of the dining, the tea stuff. Where they put the tea away. They put all the teacups away.
Maybe they were told to. Well, let's figure out what's going on. Maybe
So-
we won't.
So why don't we do this? We're going to put the cafe on screen. Do you want to set them up again?
Yeah.
All right. And then we're going to see if we can kind of focus on the fact that that's the gentleman's club room in there. So does that mean that we can, are they unhappy? We're not going to provoke, but we're kind of challenge that a little bit and just see what the responses are and stuff. Okay.
And since Greg's the only gentleman here, hopefully.
Well, man, at least. I mean.
Well, you know. So we'll set that up that way to see if, him being in there changes that energy since that was a gentleman's club. And then as far as like me coming in with him, how that kind of changes things too. So.
Yeah. And so we can leave you in here. We'll leave it unmuted. And then, so we're going to walk on over and.
They're actually set up on the table right behind them. They were serving colored cooked.
Oh,
were
very
they
cool.
now?
Good job.
They know that you guys are coming.
Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to do that right now.
They are special.
Oh, that's great. Oh, man.
Greg and Michelle are coming in to join our tea party. Wonderful. Here's the cookies that are promised.
So what are all these teacups set up? I'm here to have some scotch.
Well, no, but we're having tea.
I mean, this is a gentleman's club. I don't want tea. Is anyone else in here agree with me on that? That this has always been for like having some nice, good alcohol, and I don't want tea personally. Or Oreo cookies. Actually, I do want the Oreo cookies.
Whoa.
So, okay, since you're there, should we sit here?
Yeah. Actually,
Can I serve you some tea with your scotch?
I don't want any tea. This is a gentleman's club.
Sure.
I'm sure, thank you. I don't understand why it changed to a tea service.
I'll have some.
So, are there any other women in here that is happy to have tea set up for us? That's a flashlight. That's a recording device, right? Is the flashlight over there? Oh, I see over there.
This one's.
Okay.
Oh, K2's done.
K2 is going off.
I mentioned cookies and the K2s went.
So with that light going off, and folks, the K2 went off. You can't see it, and that's fine. But the K2 is going off. If you want to have more, if you want to have tea served in here, can you turn that on again for us? You got one too.
Yeah, turn that one.
So we have 3 K2s in here. Okay. It was moving when you had it sitting. Okay.
We should put it back.
Yeah, you can do that too. All right. So you're all happy that there's tea service in here? You know I'm not going to touch it out right here. That's just what I do accidentally.
Living vicarious.
What's funny is that one by Shard's, facing the front, not going in the folder, was going kind of green to yellow, and then we came in and mentioning the stuff, and instantly come back to it.
Oh, is there some ladies in here that were really excited that they got the nice big room for tea, and this gentleman came in and took it over?
Do you want this room just to be for women to enjoy tea and have a nice conversation and maybe have some, maybe small sandwiches and stuff? Is that more your style? Do I leave the room again? And then see if they're much more interested in, you have my permission to speak, first of all. I mean, I'm just asking the question. If you rather have this be a tea room, we can turn it back just into a tea room. It's just been, as far as I know, historically always been a gentleman's club. So I'm surprised to see a tea set on the table, but I'm willing to work with you all if you want it to be tea service. Maybe I'll let all you ladies talk amongst yourselves about it.
Maybe.
And then, we can, and feel free to talk amongst yourselves, and I will excuse myself and see if you all can come to an agreement.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Sure.
Okay, ladies. All right, so I think that we should have this as the tea room. I mean, things have progressed. Women should be able to have things too. Why do the gentlemen get to decide that this is get to be their room, right?
Good question. Yes, I agree. We can be in the bar.
Right. So ladies, I think we should have tea. Would you like to come over and join me over here and have tea with me?
I would love to.
Wonderful.
Thank you for the invitation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Ladies, would you like a cookie to go with your tea?
I would love one.
Perfect.
Don't need that stuff.
That's over here.
No, please.
Kelly, would you
Not
like a
everybody.
cookie?
We may sip that later, but we don't tell them that.
Exactly.
Right.
Our pretend, no concern with others.
Exactly. To the ladies.
To the ladies, indeed. Very good.
You know, we could redecorate in here. We could kind of like bring in some more flowers. You know, get rid of that stinky smoke smell that the gentlemen have left behind.
From their cigars.
Yes.
That sounds like a lovely idea.
I think so. Brighten it up a little bit.
Change the paint of the
Yes.
wallpaper.
We could make it pink.
Yes, very much so.
Yes, I think so.
Flowers, a little bit of everywhere.
Roses, maybe some roses.
Yes. I love that. Is anybody else okay with that? Are we all on the same page? So is anybody not okay with that? Because we want to be diplomatic. So if you are not okay with those changes, could you let us know?
Ooh.
Whoa. Okay, did you feel the shift?
Yeah.
Did you feel it? It just shifted when I asked that question.
Yeah.
Okay, so if that was, you were not for those changes, could you confirm that by lighting one of these up, or maybe letting us know what it is you don't want to be changed? You know, maybe, oh, okay. Maybe we should make this not look so rustic with all the animal heads on the wall and the trophies and things. You know, we need to have more like pictures and flowers and sponsors on the walls and things like that.
That sounds lovely to me.
Yeah. Did you hear that? I heard a voice over there. I heard a male voice over here, as soon as you heard footsteps over here. And there is not a living person over here. There's footsteps behind us, and then a voice over there. Could you come a little closer? We didn't quite hear what you said. When did I become English? What's the T? It brings it out.
There you go.
I heard it, yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, we just can't quite hear you. Could you speak up just a tad?
Perhaps you've changed your mind. You wouldn't mind if we made the changes.
I almost really feel we should go ahead with the changes. I hear no opposition right now.
Shall we vote?
Yes.
Definitely.
All in favor? All of those opposed? There's definitely an energy shift happening. It's kind of a swirling, staticky, like going up my spine kind of feeling. It's coming behind me, going this way. It doesn't feel aggressive. It doesn't feel mean. It's just very much a shift in energy.
Pressure. They don't want us to keep talking.
Yeah, like they want us to stop talking, but they're not being aggressive about it. They're not like being mean about it, but it's almost like, shh. Right up that.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, I would say that all in favor have the vote.
Oh, all the way to red. Oh,
It would seem
why?
we disagree.
Oh. Are you opposing this? Could you turn it all the way to red if that is a no? Okay. If you are in favor of it, could you light that back up again like you did to red? So if that was a no, you oppose this, make all the lights go on. Are you the one that's making us feel your energy? Are we feeling you around us right now? Or perhaps you would like us to pull up a chair for you so you can join us for tea? We'll bring another chair over.
Before you
Perhaps we can discuss this further.
Or you can tea as well.
Okay. Enjoy your tea. Would you like a cookie with your tea? Again, why am I British? What is happening to me? I don't know.
The tea set brings it out.
The tea, yes.
Yeah.
I guess.
I'll go British and tea.
I know, yes. Maybe you are British. Are you British? Do you find this humorous? Humorous, that's fun. What's wrong with me? Oh my goodness.
Well, you're laughing at this.
I know.
No cookie then?
You know, we could always keep the scotch in here, and when the gentlemen are looking, we could add that to the tea. Just saying. Did scotch, do you like scotch? Or whiskey? What was your favorite?
Sounds like maybe whiskey is your preference.
Well, you can certainly add some whiskey to your tea. We will never tell anyone. Ladies don't do that.
Our secret.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you are enjoying our company as much as we are yours. we forgot to ask. Do you want cream or sugar with your tea? No. Oh, just whiskey? Or do you want just whiskey, no tea?
Response, but yeah, we can build up that energy.
Yeah. We do have a flashlight over here, so if you need some energy to help interact, you can drain the batteries in the flashlight. That will be fine. Do you come to the Grant House often?
Do you live in the area?
Did you come here for work? Or just for the tea? Maybe just for the whiskey? How are you guys feeling? Are you feeling like this is a male energy or a female energy?
I get male.
Male. Maybe you came here for the ladies? Was there someone at the Grant House that you were kind of sweet on? I feel like you would come here and you kind of were taking a liking to someone that was here. Is that correct?
Perhaps a waitress.
Housekeeper? Did you meet her out in the garden? Were you shy? Did it take you a while to talk to her?
Hey there, room 7. What are you all up to right now?
It is quiet. They left, I swear to God, Greg, right before you guys mentioned about the gentlemen's club and the tea room, we said that they left and he was going to go smoke and have some brandy and she was going to go be with the ladies. I swear to God.
They're getting some activity down there, some responses and stuff. So we're wondering if that was what was going on.
Yeah. There's no pipe smell, nothing. They've vacated. We're not picking up anything. We can't get anything. The rods won't even move.
Let's ask the tea party if the Johnsons have joined them.
Sure. We're gonna put both of you on here for a second, okay?
Okay.
Our dear tea party in the cafe, can you hear us?
In the cafe, yes, hello.
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 So meanwhile, up in room 7, they said everyone left to join your party. Can you ask if the Johnsons have joined the party, please?
Yes, he is joining our party and he's preferring the whiskey over the tea, but we're not telling anyone that.
That is great.
Good secret.
Yeah.
Lisa can't even get the rods to move anymore. They all abandoned them up in 7.
Yeah, nothing. It's just dead in here now. Yeah. No activity. I mean, yeah.
Now, are you still getting activity in the cafe?
Pardon?
You still getting activity in the cafe?
A little bit. And we've all turned British because of the tea.
The only way to do it.
Would you like a spot of tea?
I would love a spot of tea.
Oh, wonderful. We have cookies, a biscuit.
Oreo.
Cheerio.
Cheerio with the
We're
Oreo.
getting fluctuations on our torch.
I think you all have been at the whiskey.
My side.
So, what are your plans? Because we're wondering if we want to shut down for the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, it's 2.5 hours, so yeah.
Yeah, just want to make sure because we didn't want to end with you guys having some good activity, but I think your British accents ended everything. So, I have friends in the UK. They may never speak to me again if they watch this. So.
Sorry.
Thank you, Cafe. Char, if you want to come back in, you're more than welcome to as we close the loop on this. So that is that was fun. That was really cool.
Thank you so very much, Johnson.
And so why don't we trying to fit all of us in here? People are like, who the hell's that? So we spent a long time trying to reach out to spirits here tonight at the Grant House. It's been a lot of fun. Once again, you can see down below to check out the Grant House, to get reservations, to do all that. Please see below. This is Becky. We have mentioned before that if you want to do something paranormal here, you do need to talk with her before that. Do not just book first. Reach out to her and talk through what you would like to do, what your plans are, so that you can have the best experience that you can. Because I think that at least, the way that Becky worked with us, she's just been so wonderful to give us a lot of just fun to and launch. Plus, you're a paranormal investigator.
I am.
So
this is fun for me to kind of sit back and watch.
Right,
actually.
right. And her team is Northern Shadows Paranormal Research Team out of Duluth, Minnesota.
Mhm.
So her and Pays, they're all about doing it. But you guys probably don't do a whole lot, though, because you're kind of juggling the
Juggling the hotel world right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. We also have a sister hotel, the Anderson House Hotel. Same thing applies there. You got to check that place out. It's a lot of history there. It's quirky, fun. So yeah.
Absolutely. Please go check it out. And then, as we had talked about before, our class, Paranormal Events and Supernatural, begins on July 18th, which is a Monday, and it'll be consecutive Mondays after that. It's an online course. Please go and check it out and sign up. You do not have to be in Minnesota to take the class, but once it comes to the investigation, you'll need to find your own way out here. But to go do that, please sign up on Char's page, charvinity.com. We also have it on our Facebook pages that you can go and sign up there as well. Please do so. I'm going to be back tomorrow night for Ghost Box Live, Sunday nights, back at my house. Linus is cleaning the house right now so that all the bottle caps I throw at him are picked up and everything is looking good.
That was sweet.
And so
thank you, Jill.
There you go. So what we're going to do, first of all, Becky, thank you so much for allowing us in here, as always.
Thank you. Thank you for all of this. And it's a lot of fun every time you guys come.
That's great. Thank you so much. And also want to thank everybody in all the rooms, everyone who's taken the class, Tree, Liz, Callie, Heather, Andrea. I'm looking at the
Kim and
people,
Lisa.
Kim and Lisa. It's just a lot of people.
Right. And for all the ones that, Jared and Austin
Yep.
and Haley and Rainey, all the ones that are not here tonight as well. So thank you to them too. That you guys have all made this a wonderful experience for all of us. For me and Greg, we've enjoyed the classes so much, and watching you guys just blossom and take off with this over the weekend has been so much fun. And that was our whole hope when we started this, that we would give you all the information prior to getting here. And once you got here, you just got to run and go and do it. And you guys have done phenomenal. So well done to all of you.
Absolutely. Thank you all very much for joining us. There is going to be a Living Paranormal setup for July. We have it set up, but we haven't named the location yet because we have a couple things that we want to figure out before it is, but it's going to be at the end of July. And that's going to be an incredible one as well. So thank you all very much. Feel free to leave any comments or anything. We'll see you tomorrow night on Ghost Box Live. Take care, everyone, and have a good Sunday, because we're pretty much there. So take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.